Ready, guys. All right. I am looking at episode 50. Almost there. Almost. Oh, there goes the camera again. Oh, man. I don't know why it does that. Is it. See, like, what the. Yeah, it just doesn't want to cooperate, the camera. And I have a couple different solutions on that. It's like I can. So I can buy a webcam mic camera combo. That would be $25. I think that is the most reasonable way to go. It's just annoying and it's frustrating because like it's working now. Like it's working now. And again, HP, Victus, why is this even a problem? You guys have been making computers, you've been making printers for years. So why is it I have to mess with the camera 10 times like you saw today for it to work? The minute I switch from starting to full screen, it should work. And so yeah, I have a couple of options. One is I can buy the camera microphone combo. One is I could buy a $650 replacement laptop. Now the laptop is basically the current version of this laptop. This laptop is about a year old and it has components that are a year old. The computer that I would buy as a replacement is basically like all modern, like it's all modern tech. And this laptop is only a year old, so it's still relatively current. It's still relatively modern. Um, yeah. And I mean, I look at my view count, it's like 0 views. That's another reason why I am reluctant to make any significant changes. All right, let me go ahead and dive into the game. Like I would get the camera combo for like online meetings. Like I've had some interviews online and it's just very difficult to say. I don't think tech ever did come down to the reason why I was not offered a role. But it's like it's one of those things where it's like if I had a crystal ball, if I could only know everything, it's hard for me to know how much my past is working against me. Because all these places I'm sending in my resume course, which tells them all clearly and plainly that I haven't worked since February, and that looks bad no matter how you look at it. And it's like, well, I can't, it's like Shikata Ganai, as I told my mom recently, it's like it can't be helped. I can't do anything about that. Like I can't. All I can do, basically, all I can do is keep interviewing, keep applying, keep trying to get back to work. That's really all I could do. I could, become an entrepreneur and be my own boss, but the problem with that is you do, like I said before, you need a solid business plan. You really have to know how to run a business. And I think I can do it. I think I'm smart enough, but the real problem is I don't know what my product or service would be. Like there had to have been a day when Jeff Bezos knew he wanted to sell books online, essentially. And then, like, of course, we all know nowadays now that it transformed into something greater. It transformed into everything A to Z,
How was
Amazon.
your holiday?
I was making money.
Uncle's
You
bad
think?
day.
You call me lazy.
You've done a great job.
Well, that crew did help.
Built a house, a barn. Look at this place. I can't believe it. Thank you. Thank you both.
This calls for a drink.
Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. But we go better when we've brought our four-tack to Cathead. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out, and then all hands to sea. When horn and hounds the forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. When horn and hounds the forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out, and then all hands to sea. What's got at sea we spend on shore on sweethearts and our wives. What's got at sea we spend on shore at sweethearts and our wives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus passes sailors' lives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus
I hate this
passes
entire
sailors'
sequence, by the way.
lives.
Like, everything
Come
about John
bustle,
Marston, I hate.
bustle, drink about, and let us merry be.
And what I was saying is, I don't
Our
really know
can
what's
is
around the
full, we'll
bends.
tighten out, and then our hands to see.
I don't know what my overall marketability is, too. Like, I think of myself as being good at interviews, but again, it's like my past. My resume is counting
Fine.
against me.
Let me sleep.
I realize it's a lot harder to find work when you're between jobs. It's just a reality of job search, regardless of industry. It is so much harder to find work when you are out of work,
That fat man will be fine.
which is just an annoying truth.
Skinner's.
You think?
I'll be getting questions like, "Why are you
I guess
leaving
it's the
your
weekend.
last school?"
Well, I
or
guess it's the
"Why
weekend
why'd
after.
you
What
leave?"
choice do we have?
None.
Pretty much regardless. Like I think probably half of the interviews I've had since I lost my job in February have had that question. Like, "Why did you leave your last school?"
Let's go.
And
John, come on.
there is a simple explanation, but it's negative. It basically puts me in a bad light.
Shit. It's like we forgot about him. We should have been ready.
There are a couple. I'm gonna turn up the volume. I can't hardly hear what they're saying. There's like a couple of different explanations that I could offer, but the problem is one throws dirt on my boss. Basically, it makes us both look bad because it looks like like I was saying, like our relationship was under stress, under a lot of stress, and I ended up being let go as a result. And then the other explanation is I sent an email that
One moment.
Hush.
was in violation of policy or considered violation of school policy.
Blood.
Dear Lord.
They've gone up towards
Because of that, I was let go, and I've since learned to word my emails more carefully to ensure that I'm in full compliance.
Look, we should agree on something.
Which, I mean, it's like the Orwellian response to that question.
What the hell are you talking about?
If it's
There's a
really
more
bad,
positive explanation that I've offered that's
might be
like,
better
I met my goals,
stop the pain.
Jesus.
I felt like I had reached my
I mean, you can live a
goal, I
week
left
without a
in search
scout.
of professional
It ain't a good
development and
week.
growth,
A gut wound, you can live a month, but it's horrible. What they've done to him
and
might have killed him already.
although I was grateful
Only
for the
hurt
time
Tom.
there,
We get him and we see, okay?
We'll make
I
this
see
call
this as
if
an
we
opportunity
can.
to leverage my skills and experience to
Did you
bring
hear
a
something?
positive difference here. I pretty much have memorized that by now.
Coming?
Like I said, I probably have had like something like 50 interviews.
Guess we'll
Well, maybe
soon
not that
find
many,
out.
probably more like
We'll
20.
be better off going on foot.
I've had like
Okay.
20 interviews
Leave the horses in
since,
the
again,
trees
since
then.
February. Maybe more than that. Yeah, maybe closer to 50. Is like let's say, I don't think there has been any given week when I had an interview every day. Yeah, it's probably between 25 and 50 interviews that I've had. And like I said, about half of those interviews, I'd say at least half, they had the question, why did you leave? It's just a very predictable question. Like, it's what I call a low-hanging fruit type question.
Stay.
I just want this to be the last chapter, because I'm ready for something else, man. God of War. Nier Automata, heck, anything. I don't like the epilogue in this game.
2 Skinners.
Lookouts?
Probably. Take one. I'll take the other. They're down. Move. They were waiting for us. Uncle should be close.
He better be.
Keep your head. We'll find him.
I've been watching a lot of War Within content, and it's just not... It basically looks like Dragonflight to me. Like, it's just not striking me as highly innovative. And it's like the Burning Crusade, like, that was a pretty big upgrade over Classic, because it brought in, like, flying mounts.
Hold. Patrol to our left. Shh.
Good patrol. Alright.
Hold
More.
it. Easy. Easy.
If they come from the ranch, they'll come this way.
We should have burned it while they slept.
The burning.
How did he not see us?
Wait for it.
He's old and sick. He won't last long.
Then when
And
they
part of
come,
the
they'll
challenge
go
with
for
Job
it
Search
first.
2,
Let him
now I'm
go.
someone with very high work ethic. I put in probably
About Uncle?
about 5 applications a week
Come on.
since I lost my
Let's
job.
go.
And as a matter of fact, again, I planned before I even lost my job. I was planning to go to Japan for the first time in July, and I was planning on being there for basically the whole month. I ended up coming back after just a few days for a couple of different reasons. One is the language barrier was just very obnoxious. It was very hard for me to get around. I didn't have data. It was just like it was an extremely annoying experience. And the other problem was, of course, money. I was, and still am, on unemployment.
Wagon. There.
And luckily, I did get awarded unemployment, so I don't have to stress about that. But I do have to stress about finding a job still.
You might lead us to the camp.
And follow the wagon driver. I'd say it's just not fun in general. Job search is just not fun in general. Like I said, I'm someone that is very high work ethic, and that basically translates to me putting in a bunch of applications, a bunch of interviews. People keep requesting references too, which is very annoying stuff. I am someone who does not like references at all.
What do you see?
I believe at worst is basically harassment, like full-on harassment.
Dead.
If he's walking with the body,
People I know just keep repeatedly getting contacted and contacted and contacted. And it's for what? Like, for what reason? For what purpose?
Come out.
So looky-loos can feel better about their decision to hire me. It's like, dude, just hire me, man. You don't need to ask someone, mother, may I hire him? Like, come on. Are you that freaking pathetic when it comes to hiring? That's what I feel like saying, because I've had, I'd say, at least half a dozen schools contact my references. And it's like, when did references become standard for hiring?
Okay. Let's go. I think I see something. Uh-huh.
Because it's annoying, man.
Yeah, that must be their camp.
what do we do?
Let's get up on that boulder. Take a look.
Hang in there, old man.
And I did get a job offer with Clark County. I should have just gone with them. Part of the problem is I didn't really understand at the time what the stakes were. Because I could have started in July and just been done with all of it.
Can't see much through this mist. Can you look too?
Hold on.
I just didn't get any help at all with moving. That's the whole reason I wasn't able to take the offer. They put me on a very tight deadline. and I got into like zero help with moving, and that's the entire reason I didn't take the offer, didn't take the job. But they did not have references, though. They did not require references. And I mean, I probably would have been working there, like I was saying. I think references are freaking baloney anyway. DPS, I come to find out that they put me on a do not hire list, but before that, what I got found out or something. This quest is annoying. Yeah, it's very annoying. I basically had to chase down all my references, which included 3 supervisors and two non-supervisors. I just think it's baloney, man.
Up there, to the right. 2 Skinners.
Oh man, they put me way freaking back.
Take one. I'll take the other.
You all right?
They're down. Move. They were waiting for us. Uncle should be close.
He better be.
Keep your head. We'll find him. Come on.
I mean, if it wasn't for references, I'd probably have been hired by now. Maybe, I don't know. It's just annoying.
Patrol to our left. Shh. Let him go.
Because it's like, again, one of the references I don't even know. Her name is Rita. I don't really stay in touch with her anymore.
Easy.
Like February, that was the last time I saw her and worked with her. And so it's like also too, like time is counting against me too.
If they come from the ranch, they'll come this way.
We should have burned it while they slept.
The burning's
I
better
crouch.
if they're awake
Because
for
it's
it.
like the more time passes, the harder it is
Won't last
for
long.
people to remember too.
They'll come for a corpse.
Who I was and the type of coworker that I was, the type of worker that I was. So gosh,
Talking
dang.
about Uncle. He's alive.
Come on. They've passed.
I just
Let's go.
want schools, organizations to do away with references. They are a stupid waste of time. I've always felt that way, and I still do today. Like, and at worst, you're asking someone to take time out of their day to answer questions. It's just dumb, man. I think every school that's requested references, I provided them.
Wagon. There. It's dragging someone.
Is it Uncle?
No. Some other poor bastard. Let's follow. It might lead us to the camp.
And I tell you what, this has been a crazy year.
Keep on him.
Like, just full on crazy. I have never heard so many people say they would hire me and then not follow through. Like, I've had 4 different people this year tell me they would hire me, and only one followed through. And actually, she pulled the offer, so technically not even that.
Stay together.
Like I said, I had
He's stopping.
somewhere between 20 and 50 interviews.
Bastard's dead.
If he's walking with the body, we must be close.
I have filled out, I don't know, I think at least 100 applications. And like I keep saying, guys, like that's because I am a worker. I'm my father's son. We are basically pack animals. That's basically why I was brought into the world, to lift bags.
Okay. Let's go. I think I see something. Uh-huh. Yeah, that must be their camp.
What do we do?
Let's get up on that boulder. Take a look.
Hang in there, old man.
Because I was a Native American.
Okay. Okay. much through this mist. Can you look too?
Hold on. Oh. My God. We gotta go get him.
Careful. Where are they? Where are they?
I just watched a
I don't
film.
care. Come on. Charles.
It was called Kind of Kindness, I think. Oh,
All right, gents. The surprise is over.
here we go. All right, hold on. What was it called? I think it was called Kinds of Kindness. Yorgo Lagrimos or whatever his name is. The guy who made Killing of a Sacred Deer. And what was it called? Pretty Things, I think. Kinds of Kindness, yes. I just watched that, and let's see, what else did he do? Killing of a Sacred Deer. I think his name is Lagrimos. Yeah, Killing of a Sacred Deer. Just a very unusual director. And his directorial style features discordant music, very unusual line delivery. Let's say, like the actors and actresses, something that's common to all of his films. They deliver their lines in what I would describe as an esoteric way. Yeah, Pretty Things was the other thing you did. Am I using esoteric correctly? I think so. It's just unusual. Yeah, maybe esoteric, but like, I think eccentric is more is a better word, right? Yes, 100%. Eccentric dialogue for sure. In Kinds of Kindness, it was unusual because it focused very heavily on like the human body, sexuality. I would definitely say this is not a film for kids. Um, I don't know, man. I would say like it kind of more or less reflects a problem with Hollywood too. Emma Stone, she has been cast in a bunch of stuff. Like I really don't think she really needs the money.
For you. All of you. From everywhere.
Right, you're all in trouble now. Why is this guy not dead yet? I was gonna say, dang. How many of them are there?
We're here, old man. Hold on. You're out in the open up there. We're pushing them back.
Oh, I fell off the rock.
Uncle.
I see. Now I see you, now I don't. Part of the problem is like I have like no shot, like it's very bad visibility. Save Uncle.
Let's get Uncle. Uncle, what have they done to you? We gotta get you down.
I would call his films too like I would describe them as existential. Like it focuses a lot on the mundane nature of everyday life.
We gotta cut him down.
Because in the film Kinds of Kindness, there are like scenes of unusual violence, I would describe it as, that punctuate. And I could care less about what's happening in Red Dead Redemption 2 right now. Like I have no idea why they put this in the game. To fill in time, I guess.
You look be okay. Those bastards.
But they have like normal dinner scenes.
Looks like we got here just in time.
And I don't really understand what the true
Carrion.
yes, stinky cannibals. It's hard. I have to be BRB. It's hard for me to say what the true message was of that film. You can watch it on Hulu right now, though, especially if you like 3 hours to kill. Hollywood. All right, be right back. And I would say, like, I'm back. Here's my critique. Kinds of Kindness is kind of like this segment of Red Dead Redemption 2. Like I was saying, did it really need to be here? Not really. Not really. And it goes back to what I was saying originally. Like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I think Yorgo, is that his name? Yorgo Lagrimos? I think that was his name. It's definitely an unusual name. Yeah, Yorgos Lanthimos. Yeah, that's him. It's like, I think he will experience a decrease in popularity. And what I'm referring to here is the sense of novelty, right? Because when Killing of a Sacred Deer came out, everyone was like, oh, dude, check this out. Like, there's nothing else like it. And it's like now we've got like 3 different films that are like it, you know? And so I think what he's going to experience as a director is diminishing returns. It's who's shooting at us?
Got him? 'Cause here come the rest of them.
Yep, you're down.
There's more
Who
of
else?
them.
Give me your head. There you go. You're done. I'm ready to just finish this game. Okay. Down. Where else? Further ahead. I can shoot him. What is with this? Go. Thank you. Maybe I should have focused on the guy in front first. Randu's demise. What a shot. Line up, boys. Line up. Oh, gotta do this. Because I haven't been taking cover. We're kind of like walking and firing at the same time. Like I said, line up, boys. I'll ship you right to your maker. You'll be stardust before you know it. Is that in there in the trees? What? Where are they? Oh, there's a guy. Get him. Yeah, go ahead. Peek right out. Oh, dang it. I gotta do this. What? I can't even figure out who's shooting at us. Nice shots all around.
We ain't out till we're home. Right hard. Oh man, how's the back?
I think it looks worse than it is.
Burns don't always heal easy.
Sure, but I think this will be fine. As long as it don't get infected. It's much better than I feared.
Hear that, old man? This could have been worse.
He's pretty weak.
Yeah, I bet. Stay with us, you old bastard.
I think the problem that they will have too, like Emma Stone and Willem Dafoe were also in it, and I think they're all basically going to experience the same thing.
I don't feel good.
Diminishing returns. Because I think they're going to get to the point where they don't really have anything new or interesting to say.
Over here.
They're going to get to the point where there's nothing that they haven't done. And let me just say this. I am not a fan of the way athletes are compensated. I did hear about Steph Curry's like record-breaking contract for like millions of dollars.
Let's get him comfortable.
And I'm just like, why is it that
Don't get all sentimental now,
we have these
old man.
athletes, all they have to do is throw a ball around and they get paid millions of dollars.
Few days, you're gonna be just
And
fine.
meanwhile, we have,
You're a
I think,
survivor.
like record unemployment. We have like people just wandering the streets because they can't find work.
He'll be fine.
You think they'll be back?
Maybe, but I doubt it. We must have killed most of them. And this is your land.
Was it theirs once?
I don't think so. I met a fella said the Skinners rode down about 2 years ago. They're just angry men on a rampage, and we got in their way.
Sort of like we used to be.
Yeah, exactly like we used to be.
Maybe we should take up torture.
We got Uncle singing instead of torture.
I am like beyond bored and frustrated with this
We're gonna
game.
be safe here, John.
I could care less about John Marston. Like I
You,
really could care
your
less.
family, you'll all be safe.
I hope so.
I want that infinite time reaver in WoW.
I really do.
That's one of the few things
If
I've yet
she
to
ever
get.
comes back.
Maybe I'll keep an eye out for time walking. And when is this gonna end? I feel like they lost a lot of like story-based momentum. I'll just call it like I see it. Like the epilogue was very strange as a choice. The best of women, very unnecessary.
What the hell? You're...
I don't know that I'd be taking her back just like that, too.
You always did have that fine way with words.
You doing all right, son?
Sure, Pop. Can I go see the house?
Sure.
Let's be real. That's what she's really after, right?
Just give him some time. He'll
She's
want
really after the house.
It's quite a place you got here.
It's yours.
Ours.
It just seems...
I should see about that boy.
Who's my new rival?
Oh, that's
just a
Ruby's.
very unusual
Boy, I'm
and
dumb and
strange
angry,
choice
so
as
it
far as
reminded us
endings
of
go.
you.
That's your idea of a joke, miss?
I guess.
And I could speculate about why they went this route. I think I'm just going to repeat and reiterate what I said initially for my review, that just because you can doesn't mean you should. Like, the game could have totally just ended with Arthur. I don't want to spoil the ending, too. So I don't know that I necessarily should say all of that. I think I'll just say that the ending, the epilogue felt like an extra chapter that just didn't really need to be there. Yeah, we have a couple more quests. Yippee-ki-yay. Jack Marston, Abigail Roberts. Like, I just don't care about Marston. I don't. Jason, Marston, whatever. And it's not abundantly clear why they went with John.
Working the white man's land for no pay. How will I let this happen?
Look, if you need money, I'll get you money.
I'm just joking with you. Right now, this is good for me. And I know you do the same.
You say the word, I'll be there.
All right.
I
How you getting on, son?
Fine,
I
sir.
just don't get it. That's what I was
What are
gonna
you
say.
Reading. And
Trying again.
playing with the dog.
You want to go fishing or something?
Not particularly. I don't really like
And the
fishing.
main problem with the epilogue is it's just
You like
freaking
eating, though.
boring.
Right? Because
Even
we
with
gotta
this,
find
like
some
the shootout
food.
with the Skinners was like the high point, but like other than that, it's just been boring.
Come on. Let's head this way to the stream.
Okay, sir.
Why you gotta be like that?
I'm sorry.
Why
It's
you
okay.
gotta act like
I
that?
wish I was more like you.
Like me?
I don't think sons should
But-
aspire to be like their fathers.
Let's keep going.
I mean, my father was a freaking truck driver for crying out
Don't
loud,
scare the fish. But
and I've never followed in those
you
footsteps.
like him too?
That's not to say my dad wasn't a good person. Like, my dad
So,
definitely was a good
You
guy.
don't care if we don't catch fish.
I think he
Yeah.
could have done something else with his life.
I'm not very good at this.
At
He's always been keen on helping people. Like, he was telling me last time he was here that he
And
gives out
talking
books.
with you.
And I've got a couple books from him.
But
And even
fishing will be
before he
fun.
gave out books, he gave out
Sure.
blood. And like, he was a long time
Unless you want
donor.
Nothing but beans again.
no,
He's just always been a good guy.
I'd like to fish.
And I've been much
Then
like him that
It'll
way.
be pretty fun. I promise.
Like, I've also been a good guy, becoming a
It's fun
teacher
being out with you, even
by
though I
trade.
can't say the right thing.
And you, Pop.
What's the expression? Yeah, teacher
Let's
by
do
trade, I
more of
think is what
this.
it's called.
Sure.
Of course, I don't do it anymore,
Yes.
ever since I lost my
I'd
job.
like that.
Nowadays, this is
Pretty
what I do. I try to
countryside,
reach
ain't it?
people with the show.
I guess.
Grass and the light.
Yeah, bore me to tears. Like, you really could care
There's
less.
a lot of ugly in this world, but sure as hell is a lot of beauty.
But there's a lot of boredom, too.
You'll see it better when you get older. It's tough at your age. Just land and light. But to me, it's life.
Wow, you're such a philosopher,
explain.
Marston.
Okay.
Blow me away with your
What are
words.
you gonna be when you're older?
I want to travel. See the world.
That's a good idea.
I'd like to travel, too. It's just so doggone expensive.
And help people.
That's not a lawyer. That's a
Are you laughing at me?
no. No,
And lawyers don't really help people.
just whatever you do it better than me and your mom.
Like, if it was less about money, then I would say so, but
However we had it.
I
didn't make
think
the
you're going to
most
be
of it
hard-pressed to
until
find a
now.
lawyer that works pro bono.
Okay.
Okay.
Not that they're not out there, but they're just few and far between. Okay, what is the story here? Oh, we have a special spot. Oh, cool.
This is a real good fishing spot.
Folk always say that. Then hours later, they've caught nothing.
Ain't you just the leading authority on everything?
Well, ain't it so?
Well, maybe. In this case, it's true. I hear there's some real big fish in here. Big old steelheads. Hard to catch, but real good eating.
Hard to catch. Get your excuses in early.
That dog of yours know he's owned by a complaining know-it-all? Come on, son.
I'm sorry.
No, you ain't. It's all right. Come on, let's fish.
Uncle Hosea, he was the fisherman, wasn't he?
That's right.
I remember Uncle Arthur taking me, though.
Arthur taught you how to fish now, did he?
Yeah. I suppose he did.
That's nice.
I got a bite. I got a bite.
All right. Now, stay calm and start reeling them in. Not too fast. You want to set the hook in tight.
He's strong.
Good. Now, reel him in. Stay calm. Give him a tug. Now reel.
I got him.
What do you think? How you feel?
Really like much fishing games.
I don't know. Thanks, Dad.
I told you this was a good fishing spot.
You did. Hey, my trip with Arthur, I remember now. I picked some flowers, and a couple of men showed up, dressed like they was from the city.
No one like that's gonna show up here. Thank the Lord.
Where's Rufus?
I don't know. Relax. He's a dog.
It's hard reeling it in.
I don't know.
I'll go find him. Rufus! Come on, boy! Rufus!
This is just straight boring. Like I'm gonna be real, it's boring. It's kind of hard on my hands. Like I don't like rotating this.
Let me come help you look.
What if they like him, Pa? Can you go search the other side of the track? Rufus! Rufus!
And yeah, since this game is boring me to tears, World of Warcraft. It just seems like War Within is just a rehash of uh like Dragonflight and BFA combined. That's what it strikes me as.
Dad!
And I wasn't a terribly big fan of BFA.
Rufus! Rufus! No! It's a snake!
I see.
He bit him!
Calm down, boy. And Jack, you calm down too. Come here.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, Pa? Are you sucking?
Not supposed to suck out the venom, by the way.
Well, spit it out!
It's a myth that you could suck out the venom. Like you will actually get sick if you try doing this IRL.
Well, suck it, Dad! Those... He's gonna die! He's gonna die!
He'll be okay. We just gotta get him somewhere warm and
Oh,
calm.
watch your freaking
He's
dog.
gonna die!
Go get the fishing rods and the fish. I'm taking the dog home.
That's the problem with people in
Abigail,
general is they don't watch their
can I get a
dogs.
hand?
What's going on?
Dog got bitten by a snake. Let's look after him. And the boy.
Like a dog is a
Grab
big
his rod.
commitment, and a lot of
Is he
people
gonna
just
be
don't
okay?
realize it.
Jack, the dog
I almost got into a fight with a guy about his
We
dog
never
once.
should've gone fishing.
He was barking at
Sometimes-
me as I was walking down the street, and I'm like, "Get your dog."
Sometimes You just don't know how
He's
things
basically
are
like
gonna
cussing
turn
me out, and I kept telling him like, "Get your dog."
But the dog,
The dog's gonna be fine.
You don't got to be Caesar Milan. You just have to know how to handle your
it's okay,
animals.
son.
A lot of people would just run out and get a dog. Like, hey, I ain't got anything going on in my life. I'm bored. I need something, and they just go out and get a dog. Maybe they're lonely. Who knows? And then they don't realize like you got to take your dog on walks. You got to feed your dog. And that's the problem with people in general. They're too freaking dumb. They're dumber than their animals. And then they think that they are entitled because they are, human. Let me check the time on this because this episode is really taking me off. It's very annoying. I really hate the epilogue in general. Like I cannot emphasize that enough. I think like going in more detail in World of Warcraft, so there are a couple of big concerns with World of Warcraft. One is the price, of course. It's $50 for the game and $15 for the subscription for the monthly fee. So it's a whopping $65 just to get back into the game at the current level. For me to try War Within, it's $65. And I'm someone, I wouldn't call myself an alcoholic, but I have a bunch of alts. Like a bunch. I have almost every class. Almost every class was level 70 or maxed Dragonflight. The exceptions were, I believe, Monk, Rogue, and Mage. And Drakthir, or if we had the Evoker.
So
So
you
yeah, there were 4 that I missed.
I think so.
And I did good?
You did
Really
good.
big bastard. Got in trouble
So,
for saying that when I was in like first grade or something.
am I forgiven?
That's what
Never.
half these schools need too, is they need better discipline
Hard
programs.
woman.
You know, discipline, then you wonder why kids are like,
Out here.
falling asleep in their sessions and
You're alive.
hitting the teacher.
John, it's...
Sadie Adler.
Well, how'd you know she was...
I saw her. I
You
thought
look well. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Well, come on. Oh, but tell me about you, darling. All armed to the teeth like that.
I'm a working woman, Abigail. I'm a bounty hunter, bodyguard. I protect the gold prospectors up in the hills. I'm thinking of starting my own transportation business. I was thinking,
What is this game's
maybe if
problem?
John wanted to earn some money.
My husband, he ain't looking for that kind of work.
took on a lot of debt when we bought this place.
And you're working for her to pay it off?
Yes, sometimes I was.
But I thought we said no more of that.
No, you said that. What else am I gonna do? I'm a goddamn man.
It's legal work, Abigail. And I never got killed. It's hunting down fools for the government. Easy. Even Jack could do it.
Don't you put those stupid ideas in the boy's head. He's gonna do something better than this.
Like what? Writing silly stories?
I'm sorry, Abigail. Really, I am. I just thought if you wanted to earn some money...
How many times do I gotta bury you, John Marston?
Never.
Just divorce her.
You ain't never burying me. It's legal work that I can handle.
Just divorce her. That's the simple solution.
There's
I don't know why he
there's
took her
something
back.
else.
Like, why would you take her back?
Micah?
Bounty hunting is
She
one
left,
thing,
man. You
but
need standards.
goddamn, Micah?
I heard he was
And how would you even know where to find him in them
Some
days?
fellow who sounded just like him. Killed a family. Bar a little girl who escaped.
Leave Micah alone.
Listen, I'm sorry, Abigail. I came by because I was riding by chasing a fella, and I thought John wanted to earn some extra money.
Just let him
What
do
is
his
it?
own thing.
Abigail, we need the money.
Some fella robbed his business. You know, an accountant or something. Came down from Rhodes, I believe.
All I
much
want to
does
hear
it pay?
about is Arthur.
It pays good. You know, the soft ones usually
And Arthur
do.
died, so
Okay, then. I guess. But Micah? No.
All right. John Marston, let's go.
Just you bring him back to me. You hear?
Of course.
there is just like a premium on good ideas.
Say your goodbyes, John. We're off.
I guess I'll finish this and then I'll call it after this episode.
We're going up into
Or after this quest. I'll call it today's episode.
Hey,
And that's the thing too with War Within. It's like War Within, like I'm seeing a lot of the same stuff. Like Kinds of Kindness.
You must be so pleased, John. And the ranch?
It's like
You were
Grayson,
right.
like right now,
It's really
he's
something.
not playing the game, he's watching random videos online.
ask her to,
And Grayson is one of the main WoW
I
creators
got a ring.
on Twitch.
It was Arthur's.
So it's like, is the game really that boring? Does it really not have that much
You're
going on?
marrying Abigail. Or asking her, at least. Oh, my. I never took you for a romantic.
No.
This
me
whole
neither,
sequence is
but
just cringe.
It's something I've thought about, and I think I know. I want it.
Okay.
Dude,
I
you were
guess I
just
thought
fighting
you were
with her.
married already. Long ago.
No, not really. Not officially.
Well,
Seriously, I thought you
I'm
were
real
threatening to
happy
divorce her
you
ass.
don't. Watch it. We're cutting off the main track up here. By Manzanita Post. So we're coming up on where he's been seen. This moron accountant, Marshall Thurwell, been trying to live like an outdoorsman. Amping out here.
He's lucky the Skinner brothers ain't found him.
Well, they mighta. Up here. Home. Must be it. Get down. Let's take a look around. Something's been here.
I just need to do some hard thinking in my life.
This looks...
Looks like a
Like,
bear
where am I going? What am I
something came through
doing?
here.
Try not to freak
Well, we
out
left
or
in quite
panic
a
too
hurry.
much. I guess I'll save next year for that.
Here.
Like, the car's
Well,
lease
he
comes
was
up
from
in
the south,
October.
Whoever he
The
is.
unemployment runs out in February.
Maybe he's our man. Can't
So
become
I'm
some
not
bear's
too
lunch.
sure.
Yeah, looks like they went this way.
I'm
Him or
just
the
not
bear?
sure.
Both of them.
I might move back. I keep saying I might move back like February of next year if I haven't found anything.
Great.
And then just turn in the car like when I'm back in California.
I lost the trail. Can you see which way he might have gone?
Just sucks because that house is not the way I left it. That's the main problem.
Okay, I think I got him. Follow me.
I'd be taking over my sister's old room basically. And it's like what I need is an empty
Yeah,
room.
this way. There's a cabin
At
over
least.
here.
I accumulated a bunch of stuff. Like my bed, my dresser, 2 TVs. I didn't have any of this stuff when I moved out.
Crap. Ugh, well, ain't pretty.
Oh boy, that our fella?
Maybe. But looks more like a local farmer to me. Or what's left of one.
Is he gone?
You Marshall Thurwell?
That I am, ma'am.
I'm here to arrest you on behalf of the state of Lemoyne. You're wanted for theft, fraud, and avoiding arrest.
Is the monster still out there?
No, I think he's gone.
Come out!
Come on,
Don't shoot.
keep walking. Come on.
I'm coming.
Bounty hunting is a dangerous game.
Look out!
I'm glad something exciting happened to freaking John Marston. Shoot the damn thing. Shoot the damn thing, woman.
I think he's gone.
Almost died.
Thurwell!
Get out here! Before I come in there and kill you myself!
I'm coming.
Pathetic. Waiting to see if that animal ate us?
No, ma'am. That weren't it.
Oh, that's something exciting happening to John Marston. Jeez Louise.
Come here.
Time up. What the heck is your problem with that? I thought you were supposed to be a bounty hunter.
Thurwell, call yourself a man? Well, it's like Abigail says. That's one word for you.
Why does Sadie need his help for this, too?
I can't believe we didn't kill that bastard.
Gave him something to remember us by, at least.
Like, I just need to ask myself some big questions.
Just, we always find a way to almost get killed, don't we?
It's like, how much rejection can I tolerate, too? Because I've been rejected.
Maybe it wasn't right of me to bring you along on those.
I don't know. It must have been at least 50 times this year I was rejected.
Seeing all this, I don't know if I can do it again.
I'm my own man, ain't I? I get to make those calls. I needed the money.
You are your own man, sure. But I'm my own woman. And I get to say who I ride with. And I don't know if your ranch and your kid and your wife are things I want to be worrying about when I hear a gunshot.
What are you even doing here?
Yeah, fair enough. Those are fine new clothes, by the way.
Yeah? I spend my... Who's this up here?
Is that... Are you Sadie Adler, man? The bounty... hunter?
Get off the road!
Drop him!
That was fast.
Palm straight have you now, you idiot! Shit!
Save your life.
Cold business, ain't it?
Yep. It does require a certain level of detachment.
You ever think if it's right?
No. I just see orders on the wall, and I try and fill them. And if there's other bastards after the same orders as I am, I get competitive. It's called industry.
One thing I like about WoW is it accommodates different playstyles.
I guess they
So if you don't want to, for example, do quests like this, you could do dungeons.
You said earlier
You could grind
something
mobs.
about Micah. You gonna tell me what you know?
Are you sure you want to hear about him?
I think the best strategy for leveling is a mixture of strats, though. Like to do like little questing, little dungeon.
Your bounties or transport work? That's your decision.
Something else I don't agree with in World of Warcraft is they put level requirements on dungeons. They put level and gear requirements on dungeons, so you need like a certain gear score to do dungeons, which I think is the single dumbest thing
I'm hearing things.
their design team has done.
Still mostly just whispers,
It makes it harder to play the game. Anything that makes it hard to play the game, they should not have in it. They used to have gates. Like the allied races were gated. You had to do like preliminary quests and reputation grinds to get them. Which of course just artificially increases playtime. That's all it does.
Of course I do.
Okay then. Here we are. Let's
Hey,
get
get
into
off.
the jailhouse.
If you have to artificially extend game time like that,
Here,
by
put 'em
getting
down.
the crap out of everything, that
on.
is going to
Get home
alienate
your
your
wife.
player base.
Let you know if I hear anything about Micah.
It speaks
Him? No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll send your share to
to
the bank when I get paid.
Thank you.
the lack of appeal of the game. Because if it's a good game, people will keep playing it. You have to organically incentivize people to play the game. I would call it inorganic when you artificially extend game time by putting in a bunch of requirements into the game. I just want to make sure I was saying it correctly. Because sometimes I struggle to find the right words to say. That's another reason why I don't really like interviews. It becomes contingent on your speaking ability, your ability to convey complex thoughts succinctly, and coherently. You need like a very high quality response for every question. Looks like Grayson's doing arenas. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Feel a little bit tired. It's past midnight. I'm gonna shoot for volleyball tomorrow, so I have an excuse to get out of the house. I think maybe it's a good thing for me. Like I said, I have a lot of heavy thinking to do. Like, where am I gonna be next year? Am I still gonna be here? I don't know, man. I don't know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Donations, Venom Stormer Show. Anything and everything you do is appreciated. Everything and anything you do supports the show and will help this channel grow. Right now, I have 0 viewers. If I had, like, how many viewers does Grayson have right now? Over 1,000. If I had like Emmy's views though, like Emeru's 16, almost 17,000 viewers concurrent. I'm telling you, if I had those numbers, or like some Asmon numbers, like 100,000 views, like I'm telling you, I wouldn't need other employment. I wouldn't have like my resume holding me back anymore. You know, just stupid, crappy real world requirements, references and resumes, and ay ay ay. So yes, you could play a part in that. You could play a part in the success of this show. Please remember to give back and support the show. Sleep tight, have a good night. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Stormer Show.